Shh.
Yep.
Yes. You already know we are back live and Adam. First overreaction Wednesday of the season. You already know the team press box presented by the Player's Choice. Got the whole crew rocking and rolling today. Everybody get up in here, get up in the chat. Let's keep things 100. Overreaction Wednesday, the first one of the season. Week 1 is officially in the books. It's time to look back, see what we learned, see what is truly an overreaction, see what is truly a correct reaction to what we saw this past weekend. So we're going to chop it up. We're going to have a good time. I want an active chat. I want active super chats, and we're going to talk some NFL football. You see who's on the screen. You already know the team. You know what I'm saying? So let's start with, like,
can I start with this?
Go ahead, Early.
Anybody know?
Why not?
let me say this to you guys.
Go ahead and set it off.
LG, you wanna you know who had the most points in fantasy this past week?
You did. You had 170.
172 to be exact. You know, it was real funny during the draft. You know, I was told I had one of the worst drafts. Niggas poo-pooed me about Keenan Allen, 20 points. Poo-pooed about Stephon Diggs, clean 15. And then I don't even think Zay at number 1, 30 points. It just goes to show, man. When this season starts, you know, a lot of things that I say, I get it. It's easy to look at Earl and go, man, he's outrageous. He just says crazy things. His takes are crazy. His energy is crazy. But it always comes to fruition, don't it? What I tell you about Debo?
Fantasy football?
What I tell you about Justin Fields? What I tell you about the Dolphins?
A week 1 score in fantasy football.
I ain't gonna lie, Early.
I hear you.
A week 1 victory.
I hear you. I hear you. I get it. It's just what's to
was
come.
week 8,
I'm just letting you know the football knowledge is always there. The football knowledge is always there.
Yeah, but this how you know. Football
hey, Trent,
they call this press box because I be pressing you niggas and keeping y'all in the box. That's all it is.
Your internet delayed anyway. Trent, I was gonna tell you, I've seen people have the highest score in week 1 and not make the offs.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I was the second highest.
I hear you.
Yeah, you literally never know.
I had the second highest. But I'm kidding. Week 1. I'm cool.
Yeah, second highest. If you ain't first, you're last. So you know it's okay though. I just want y'all to know.
It don't matter.
Do we still trust Unk's pick? Do we still like Jameer Gibbs for the rest of the year over Derrick Henry?
I mean, so this is the spirit.
Wait, who said?
This is the spirit of Overreaction Wednesday, right? Because we are doing back pats after week 1 of football. There is no greater change in the NFL season than it is the change from week 1 to week 2. So Early is already doing back pats. Yeah, he beat me by 72 points to open up the fantasy season, but it's still plenty of work left to be done. So
I ain't even cracked 100.
So I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping off of that because there's still plenty of work left to be done. But it's
shout out Trent with that 160 piece. You know, look, all I'm saying is I was told you take a quarterback in the 3rd, 4th round. Trent, you remember you heard that? You don't take a quarterback in the first 4 rounds. My quarterback gave me almost 50 points, 50 piece. So you know, gotta evaluate some things. OG, gotta evaluate some things.
Listen, all I'm saying is we're week 1 deep, and listen, if we want to talk about back pats, and I'm not a back pat guy. I'm not going to tear my rotator cuff patting myself on the back because some things win and some things don't. But the truth of the matter is we're going to start this program talking about what we saw on Monday Night Football. And that was J.J. McCarthy in the clutch deliver a masterclass. 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns in the second half after a horrible pick 6, right? Showed the moxie, came right back. We're talking about a quarterback in his last 67 games, high school, college, and 1 NFL start that is 64-3. 64-3, including the national championship, including the win over Alabama, and including the underdog win on the road to start his NFL career. We're looking at the NFL's comeback player of the year, J.J. McCarthy.
You don't watch games for real. I don't understand.
Can you relax with you always keep bringing up that Alabama, bro. We get it.
Trent, please, talk about JJ for real, please.
JJ played well in the second half. But comeback player of the year, I mean, maybe, I guess. I mean, cool. He played a good game. I don't think it was nothing too crazy.
They simplified the form. He
played good in the second half. No ifs, ands, no.
Oh, it's against a division rival. Y'all being disingenuous now. This is against
they the better team.
a lot of hope, a lot of promise for them. They get the new offensive coordinator, offensive guru, and I mean he played pretty well. I mean I don't.
Nah, he played. That's what I'm saying. He played.
Now
He threw pick
I'll
six.
say this.
He threw pick six in the first half. I'm not forgetting. I mean, third quarter. I'm not forgetting that.
We shouldn't be dragging this performance though, like it's something oddly, like it was like some Justin Herbert shit.
Well, thank you. Don't get too excited.
I think he deserves a lot of credit, and I think KLC deserves it. I thought KLC's initial game plan was trash. I thought he had the baby. I'm talking about the baby handcuffs on JJ McCarthy, and that offense was looking bad. He looked like he had no confidence. He was getting flushed, taking sacks. And what's funny is the way football is everything is momentum. And you know what, early when I was watching this game, I'm watching Chicago. They're getting sacks and they got the pick six. They're talking, arms up, beating on their chest. And I'm sitting here like, I don't know. Minnesota ain't playing that bad. It's just I think the QB is just trying to get into the game a little bit. Justin hadn't even got going. But early, when they went to Jordan Mason and told him, we need you to run the rock and set the tone, he started gashing that Chicago defense.
That's what I'm saying. That's why, but they simplified it for him. Like, it was, man, go to your check downs. Justin Jefferson is there for help. You can tell the conversation he had because if you watched it, he threw the pick six, immediately comes to the sideline, and Kevin O'Connell, you grab him, get him in his ear. Like, you could tell, it's like, yo, we're going to slow this thing down for you. We're going to give you some simple situations. We're going to let Jordan Mason run this. We're putting too much on you a little too soon, and it's going to be a blowout and finna kill your confidence. That second, once he got his confidence going a little bit, now he running the ball. Now Justin Jefferson open over there. Now you throwing checks down to Aaron Jones. It looked good.
But now I want to put some real glaze on it. Hey, and by the way, early, if you can reset your internet, man, might want to drop and bring them back because it's just reset your internet early. Trent, I'll tell you what's glazeable. I'm talking about honey soaked glaze on a bun. Bama. Did you see those pass protection pickup from Jordan Mason? Baldy put a thread together today on Twitter. Go look it up. That dude was putting his face on the line. That throw that he had for Justin Jefferson, Jordan stepped in, picked up a 6'5" middle linebacker, and then washed him into the D lineman. And then JJ was able to step into the pocket and honestly, a little bit off balance, made the throw into Justin in a window. It's way better. Made the throw in a window, and I thought that was such a great play. And then, bro, it lost me my week in another league. So I actually was going to go 2-1 in my leagues. I lost because of one play, but I didn't care because it was a great play.
3-0. I averaged 142.
That man, JJ McCarthy made a throw to Aaron Jones on that wheel route. I said,
that was
beautiful.
Ooh, this boy confident.
Bro.
And Trent, the first one was the comeback to Justin Jefferson. And from there, it was over.
That I always didn't like about the Discord, like JJ McCarthy. Yeah, he was in a run dominant. I was at Michigan. Like I would hope it's Michigan. But bro, when you ask JJ to sling the ball, bro, he can sling the rock, bro, and he showed in the second half, bro. That's why I said the Vikings are gonna win games, bro. All he has to do is just perform, bro. So
Super Bowl? You agree with the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Fuck no.
So you still not on that train?
Hold on. The way y'all was trying to victory lap when the Eagles barely beat the Cowboys, they was just struggling with the Bears. I think that I need that same energy reciprocated.
Absolutely.
I mean,
and honestly, if Caleb Williams don't shit the bed in the second half, like Jesus, make the simple plays. Damn.
Yeah.
That missed out route when they was in cover 3, bro. That's bad.
Bro. Just the street route that he missed. That should just
make the simple plays. Damn.
Caleb Williams is best at off-schedule plays. When he breaks the pocket, when he gets to running around, that's when Caleb Williams is at his best.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's his whole game. It's unscheduled plays. He won a Heisman Trophy because he was dominant on unscheduled plays. But when you sit him back there in the pocket and get him to play in the system, it does not look the same. And I'll be honest, I'm a Caleb Williams is a QB1 guy. I haven't seen QB1 yet from Caleb Williams. He is accurate as hell on the unscheduled plays, and we like that about him. But you're not going to win consistency like that, and that's going to be a problem. Caleb has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, that 10-10, the scripted plays, like the first start that he had with Ben Johnson, those were good because he knew what was coming.
After that first drive, bro, it was just
it got nasty, and I think once the pressure got, I think it's confidence in football, and when you're young, you got to get that momentum. And Caleb had it to start. The defense y'all know one of my goats, Van Ginkel, and that rest of that defensive line got involved. Grenard was getting real pressure up. And then from that point on, I think Caleb just got in his head because then you start missing easy throws, like the one he had over the middle.
I'm convinced why, but he can't throw to his left. It's a struggle throwing to his left. I'm convinced. No wonder he don't throw to DJ Moore like much.
It's crazy. All the major throws he missed was literally too much. It was so weird.
It's a wonder why DJ Moore will be getting the ball like that over there.
But look,
I think he'll be all right.
He set DJ Moore up some wicked, boy. I'm not.
I think.
Oh, you talking about the hospital ball?
The hospital ball.
Well, to be fair, Caleb got.
I'm not gonna lie, he got decked in the face. I'm not gonna lie, he got decked, bro. I ain't gonna lie, as a receiver, even though I hate hospital balls, bro, you gonna have to eat that, bro.
I ain't know he that fast.
I agree more with Tom Brady, bro. He was just supposed to eat that sack versus set your receiver up because
hold on.
Brady brought up a valid point, bro. Well, granted, it's no Ray Lewis is now though. But you do stuff like that versus certain teams, you lose that player for 2 weeks the whole season, bro. Like versus you just taking a sack. Like if you take a sack as the quarterback, it's okay. We live to play another down.
No.
But if I throw a hospital pass more times than not with hospital passes,
this is the problem.
Those dudes get took out for the whole season.
But here's my thing. That's why I heavily disagree. Here, you're quoting Tom Brady in this sense. You were talking about Chicago Bears. And
I'm quoting him on fundamentals.
No, but here's my point, though. This is what I'm saying. If he takes that sack, you're shitting on him for taking that sack. Realistically, if DJ Moore just catches it, he got rocked. If he caught that ball, we're all saying it's a dot. Because realistically, it was a dot. And he got smacked in the face. He got smacked. And he made a phenomenal throw. So at the end of the day, bro, you're just going to have to eat that one, bro. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to blame. I'm not going to tell Caleb to take a sack. I'm not telling him to take a
same way with the Justin Fields throw. Like if he catches it, it's a whole different narrative.
Especially when you're when in the fourth quarter at one point you had -1 total yards. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't get with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was a good game. I think the Vikings. I think KLC turned up the energy once he got confident with McCarthy. Then they were able to move forward. I think JJ played spectacular in that fourth quarter. That read option great call by KLC. You understand the situation, understand the down, you in the red zone. Right now, Jordan Mason was unstoppable, ran the read option. He read it right, got in the end zone. Y'all, I stood up out of my chair and said, y'all, I think the Vikings got one. I loved how he played. I think Caleb, still really talented. He can get there, but I do think he just needs to settle a little bit more because the stuff you're hearing about him outside of that with the article that came out recently on Substack, plus the stuff you're seeing from him with like in-game stuff, processing reads, making the throw on schedule, he still has a lot of room to get better, but I really like what I saw from the Vikings. That was honestly like, that should have been the comeback of the week, but then obviously the other game.
Now you're right. That should have been the comeback of the week. You're talking about JJ McCarthy and early went off the screen, so I didn't get a chance to ask him his opinion to see. Talk
to me.
I'm asking you. You heard what Swipe said about JJ McCarthy, right? You heard the flowers that was given to JJ McCarthy. He said that the Vikings got one. If I'm not mistaken, do the Vikings have one?
I think he showed a lot of potential. So I think they right now they're comfortable. They good.
Yeah, just wanted to see where you was at on that because you had to get comfortable. You had to put on your Buffalo Bills. You know what I'm saying? Because that definitely was the game of the weekend. I was still out in Vegas. I came downstairs, made a couple of souvenir pickups. On my way back, I was like, well, what the hell is going on here? You know what I'm saying? Why are the Buffalo Bills driving and about to win this football game? I think it's time to start having serious conversations about what the Baltimore Ravens are. Yes, they're legit. Yes, they are a Super Bowl contender. But we have seen this too many times when it comes to the big three in the AFC. And with the big three, I'm talking Kansas City, who may not be in the big three no more, the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's not jump the gun.
And the Baltimore Ravens, Trent, cannot seem to get it done in the biggest of spots. Last year, Isaiah likely couldn't toe tap to get the win. We saw what happened this past week. We saw Mark Andrews drop the pass. I mean, I don't want to blame coaching. I don't want to blame Lamar. I don't want to blame the organization, but the math ain't mathing with the Buffalo Bills.
We got to be fair. This was a one of those literally.
Well, go ahead, Early. Go ahead.
My bad. My apologies.
I was gonna say number one before I even get to that. If your top 3 quarterbacks in the game, not Mahomes, Burrow, Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, I don't know what to tell you at this point. I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, bro, the Ravens defense shit look yummy. Like they was Josh Allen just willing and dealing. Me personally, if I have to blame on the game, I'm blaming Derrick Henry at the end and in the defense. Like I know people are getting on John Harbaugh a lot for not going for it on 4th and 3, but bro, you couldn't get a stop. You're at your own territory. If you go for it, you don't get it. They're literally at y'all territory. The game is over. Versus
and run the clock out.
Versus you punting it, and at least giving your defense a real deal chance to get a stop. So it's like at the end of the day, I don't know. They keep blowing these leads. That shit is ridiculous. But me personally, I think the major blame obviously is the defense because they weren't getting no passes. I'm not gonna lie. And even though Derrick Henry was dominating that game, you just know you can't fumble like that. Like it's just.
What do you think, Swipe?
Hey, clear out. You know the Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Clear out.
Oh, put Swipe on the main.
No. You ain't got. I like looking at y'all when I talk. I definitely look early because I want that hoodie to remind me of what I saw early. Mm-hmm. I think that this is the end of the John Harbaugh era with the Baltimore Ravens, and let me explain why. Do you realize that if you just look at some of the EPA stuff that all the MVP voters love, do you know Lamar Jackson was at a 0.69 EPA per play? And that is the best EPA performance for a losing quarterback since Justin Fields since 2022. And I want you to know early, going into the fourth quarter, that man had a 158.3 passer rating. Bama, he had a 158.3. That's a perfect passer rating. He was doing everything within his power to have one of the best regular season games he has ever had. That run, Trent, that he had when he ran backwards 15 yards to avoid the sack and then ran 20 yards past the line of scrimmage, that is something only Lamar Jackson in the history of the sport could do. So get this, early. He's playing perfect. And by perfect, I mean he's utilizing his arm perfectly, his legs perfectly. Derrick Henry going crazy. But then yet again, we'll get to in a minute that overrated Baltimore Ravens defense, which I didn't believe in when they got Jair Alexander, who's getting burnt up all game. You telling me, Bama, if you get in a 4th and 3, number one, the ending possession when they're up 8, they run a dive with Derrick Henry that got no yards. They then run an end around or a jet sweep on the other side, 1 yard. And then you telling me you give Lamar Jackson, who had a perfect football game, 1 play to try to pick up the first down, and you give him a shallow cross from D-Hop
with no yak.
And by the way, Lamar got decimated on that play. He stood in the pocket, got decleated, and still made the throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And then you got a 4th and 3 with the dude they couldn't stop the whole game. And John Harbaugh, you thought your defense that had already surrendered 38 points. You left Josh Allen with 1 minute and 26 seconds remaining in the football game after he already had over 340 all-purpose yards that game. And you said, we can kick it to them, give him 1 minute and 26 seconds, we'll get a stop with the defense that's been abused all game.
But Swipe, here's the thing about that game. So it ain't Lamar's fault. You understand me? It ain't Lamar's fault. Lamar, it ain't your fault. You did what you were supposed to do. Derrick Henry, hold your head. When I give you $170 and 2 tutties, if I fumble, man, do me a favor and save my ass, please. Here's the problem about that defense, right? We blaming the defense as a whole. We're jumping the gun as a whole. They have no pass rush. They have no pass rush. Josh Allen was tiptoeing. He was getting loose. And then let's be real. The football guy was just not on the Ravens side. We ain't got to fire John Harbaugh.
Well, why did you go on the Ravens
you
side?
You on fourth and fourth and goal. You got a tip pass to Teion Golan. That was 5 seconds in the first half. He shouldn't have got a field goal. That was some bullshit. It was a whole call versus Zay Flowers. They didn't call. Like, let's be for real, man. This game was, you knew, it was one of the things like this. And we've all been there in sports, whether it's basketball, football, I don't care, hockey. It come a time when you go, damn, they gonna lose today. It ain't meant to be today. It ain't meant to be. When Derrick Henry fumbled, Derrick Henry don't fumble. You knew, this game over with. You knew they would. When they got the ball back, they stopped them on a 2-point conversion. You knew it if you knew, you watched the game, you knew it. You was like, the Ravens are not going to get down the field. They're gonna punt, and as soon as they punt that ball, you go, game over. You knew it. Well, it was just a perfect game.
But early, it's like they always come up short in these spots. Now, Swiper mentioned John Harbaugh, and I will push back by saying this. If you get rid of John Harbaugh, you know people are going to fire their coach to hire John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is an elite head coach. He is.
What has he done?
He's an elite head coach.
What has he done? He's riding Lamar Jackson's coattails.
He's the longest tenured coach in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken.
What does that got to do? What does that got to do?
It's like you being nasty.
John Harbaugh.
What, me? You said I'm being nasty?
He's just riding the coattails of Lamar, bro.
Yeah,
he kind of got a point, though.
I'm telling you this right now. Lamar Jackson, tell me if I'm tripping, Trent. I want to be fair. Mm-hmm. Lamar Jackson has saved that team from having a mid-offensive personnel for years up to the last 2 years. Up for the last 2 years when they got Derrick Henry and Zay Flowers, mid-offensive personnel, mid-running backs, decent O-line, good tight end and Mark Andrews, and that defense in 2023 it was elite. Last half of the year, last year, it was elite. Before that, it was bad. 21-20, it wasn't great. Lamar Jackson, they literally are still acting as if they have the 2000 Baltimore Ravens defense, and they can kick the ball to you, and you're going to stop maybe the best quarterback in the league this year in Josh Allen. Trent, this is what I'm trying to understand. So your quarterback is literally dominating the football game. You don't trust your QB to do something, mind you.
Here's my thing,
4 years prior. Hold on, 4 years prior. Versus Kansas City, it was a 4th and 3, and Lamar Jackson went and got the first down on the quarterback power. You couldn't trust him to do that now?
Well, hold on. If I can remember correctly, that 4th and 3, they were way down past the field.
No, they were on their 35. They were on their 35.
But even
on the line with Mahomes over there. They said we ain't kicking to Mahomes. Who do you think Josh Allen is?
But this is how I feel about it, right? Like I already said. Like I get
that was nasty. But
I get it. Like I 100% I get what you're saying about going for it on 43. It's just that to me, again, if you don't get it, the game is over. Like there's no chance. They're not stopped. Like all you can do is run the clock out. The game will be over. Versus you giving your defense a act, even though y'all couldn't get a stop. They did have 2 dropped interceptions too, with that defense playing like shit too. They did have that. All I'm saying is, if you give your defense you got a full chance, an actual legit chance to get a stop, bro. I can't blame him for that. And also, too, we have to acknowledge the fumble.
That was cowardly, bro.
That fumble is the main reason why they came back.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like,
for sure, but like you had an opportunity to fix it, though.
I can't blame the coaching, though, for real. I can't.
Harbaugh has how many? Wait, what's the stats floating around Twitter? You telling me multiple losses?
Yeah, he's at like 17 double-digit blown leads. Yeah.
Leading into the fourth quarter,
that game.
Is he Doc? Is he the Doc Rivers of the NFL,
man?
He is not the Doc Rivers.
Because look, then last year was it last year? Or was that 2023 when they had blew that like what 30, 35, 28 point lead to?
I know they've blown leads against Miami. I think they may have blown a lead versus the Raiders.
That was bad.
There has been blown.
But OG, here's the thing: we watched the Ravens dog walk the Bills in the regular season. When you get to the playoffs, we watched Lamar Jackson have a terrible first half, and then we try to blame Mark Andrews in the second half. Oh man, you should have dropped the pass. If Lamar
he dropped 2 passes. He dropped 2 passes on that drive. He dropped 2.
I feel you, but if Lamar plays better, it don't come down, and you happen to get a.
That's
the year before. Hold up, Trent. The year before, your defense, you have one of the best defenses in the league. You the MVP. They literally blow. They skunked the Chiefs in the second half. Lamar, you can't give me nothing.
What?
You can't give me nothing.
Zay Flowers had a taunting penalty, and then they had a drop. That Zay Flowers also was a reason why they lost that game too.
And but did Lamar not fumble? Did he not run that entire game? I don't know what he's trying to prove that game. He didn't run it all that game. It's like he didn't want to use his legs.
I hear you, but we're not talking about the playoffs though. We're talking about just a regular season. John Harbaugh jumping the ball. I'm with you. In the playoffs, they need to be collectively better. But I'm staying on this game. What I'm telling you is Josh Allen was playing like Superman, y'all. And so you kick it to Superman, knowing, bro, that play from Keon Coleman and Jair Alexander, bro, I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Swipe, is Josh Allen QB1?
Right. I mean, I thought Lamar outplayed him up until that last drive, like that last part of the game in the fourth quarter. So either one of them for me is QB1. You can pick your poison. I thought Josh was.
No. We're not going to do that.
He's the most talented quarterback in NFL history.
We're not going to do that.
Josh Allen is the most talented quarterback in NFL
because you were Lamar Jackson FC. It was 2 weeks ago.
Yes, he is.
You was Lamar Jackson FC. Now you're saying it's a toss-up. I need you to tell me.
But I don't want to be disrespectful. I think you can make an argument from Mahomes, Lamar, or Josh. I thought all three of them were spectacular this weekend. All three of them.
I love Lamar. He can't make though. Josh Allen can make.
I need you to tell the audience who QB1 is.
He's not Lamar. There's literally throws that Lamar can't make that Josh Allen make. Let's not lie here.
I'll give it to Josh so far. I think that fourth quarter was amazing.
And then rushing the ball. It's damn near.
No, it ain't. No, you lying. Now you lying. No, early. Don't do it. Don't lie.
Do not lie. You're lying.
No.
It looked. Here's the thing. I get it. It looked different.
Lamar.
It looked different.
No. Lamar is clear cut the best rushing quarterback ever. No debate.
Absolutely. But I say that's that much of a gap.
Yeah, it is though. Right?
It is a huge gap. What are you talking about?
Yes, it is.
What would you? Okay, if Lamar Jackson, but from 1 to 10, Lamar's a 10.
Josh Allen closer to Patrick Mahomes than Lamar Jackson.
What? Yeah. Josh Allen's a 7, 8. Yeah.
Josh Allen closer to Patrick Mahomes than he is Lamar Jackson.
No. Chill out.
See?
No. Chill out. First off, relax. Let me tell you why. Did you watch the game where Lamar Jackson, from a scramble drill standpoint, Josh couldn't even imagine to do what he did.
Relax though, because Josh
couldn't imagine. Patrick Mahomes is a great runner though. Bless you. Patrick Mahomes is a great runner to football. I'm not doing this.
8 to 10 ain't bad. 8 to 10 ain't bad.
No, but it's not an 8 to 10. Lamar is
I'm talking about as a
ever.
complete project, Trent, to be that size, that fast, have an arm that nice, like, dog.
He ain't better runner than Cam Newton. You said the most talented ever.
But Cam, here's what Josh Allen is. Josh Allen is Cam Newton with Brett Favre's arm. But
also, Josh Allen don't have Derrick Henry in the backfield.
I'm so sick of that excuse. I'm so sick of that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm so sick of that. So Kurt Warner had Marshall Faulk, had Bruce, and he had Torrey Holt and Ricky Prohl. Yeah. Now what? And he won MVP. What does that mean?
That's a different era of football we're talking
about.
He had
Marshall Faulk.
We are talking about the 6'4", 6'5" quarterback that can take over.
Don't cheat him. Don't cheat him.
Damn, did I just hear Marshall Faulk?
A 6'5" quarterback,
250 pounds
with no running back receiver that can take over a game.
Y'all disingenuous though, because if Cook was on the Ravens and he would be averaging 60 yards a carry like he would, y'all gonna be saying, "Oh, he wouldn't." He would.
Who's about Dalvin Cook? You mean Dalvin Cook? Dalvin Cook might have
Get him,
Okay, we listen to
Cook is not his brother.
Stop.
The timeout is on me. The timeout is on me. Because first off, you saw Wheaton look like he was gonna be a baller. Oh, here come the next running back. We saw J.K. Dobbins averaging 6 yards a carry. The next best running back, Gus Edwards, averaging 5.5, 6 yards a carry. Why is that, Trent? Why is that?
Prove my point.
Why is that?
Trent, please, Trent, you about to say nothing.
You're about to prove my point. If James Cook was on the Ravens, y'all be saying the same exact thing. So what are you talking about?
That's what I just said.
No. He early said Bama. He early said James Cook would not be averaging 6 yards a carry.
Yeah, James Cook would definitely be averaging 6 yards a carry. That's a sky statement. I'm sorry, Earl. If you don't disagree with that, you're being a bot.
Because I think I agree with Earl. I don't know if James Cook is a 6 yard carry back.
6 yards
on
Gus Edwards averaged 6 yards a carry.
No, first of all, let's get something clear.
Every running back.
Y'all think about J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. That's in a vacuum. That's like Tony Pollard yards when he played for Dallas. Listen, Derrick Henry is 300 carries a year. Okay, we not in a vacuum. If you get a play here and there, so you add your numbers on the say, you might have 180 carries.
Okay.
That's different.
Okay,
James Cook, don't play with. Do not play with Derrick Henry. He's a top seven back all time.
Derrick Henry
Don't
was a
compare
Hall
James
of
Cook to one of the
Famer.
greatest backs that play this game.
Derrick Henry is a Hall of Famer before he got to Baltimore. You know that, right?
To do with this conversation?
Derrick Henry is a Hall of Famer before he got to Baltimore.
James Cook doesn't know how to read holes like Derrick Henry.
Hold on, they sound like Chris Collinsworth when James Cook had a 50-yard scramble and they were like, "That's all Josh Allen. That's all Josh Allen."
Here's the thing. Hold on, because yes, Derrick Henry was a Hall of Famer before Lamar, but we obviously know Derrick Henry. That shit helps. That helps, like him being on the Ravens with Lamar Jackson helps him a lot. But let's just say, okay, he doesn't average 6 yards per carry. We damn sure know he's gonna average 5. What's the difference? It's still a lot of 5 yards a carry is still crazy.
It don't look the same.
It don't. I mean,
what does that mean?
What,
I don't know. He was elite before this best.
It don't look like 6'3", 240. You can't catch me. I'm running niggas with the angle.
That point, it's irrelevant. I would hope he don't look like Derrick Henry. It's Derrick Henry.
It's Derrick Henry, but to sit
don't
there,
speak about Chris James Cook in the same light.
But
Dalvin Cook will average 6 yards a carry with the Baltimore Ravens.
I agree.
James Cook would too. James Cook would too. To sit there and say Lamar isn't the reason why these running backs would do well over there, like because y'all just what I was talking about was you just tried to Derrick Henry tax Lamar Jackson, and that's just a cheap ass cop out. That's a bot cop out. I gotta take Trent word. You just being a bot, bro, because every running back has success with Lamar Jackson. So you using Derrick Henry for that success, that's a cop out. We saw Tyrone Wheaton, we saw Gus Buzz, we saw J.K. Dobbins, we saw Mark Ingram, we saw every running back with Lamar Jackson look like one of the best running backs in the NFL. So that's
only one ran for 1,900 though.
I would. Bro, Derrick Henry's way better than him.
Like, exactly, bro.
You
like,
you
tripping
don't
right
understand
now,
the year before, even though Derrick Henry was still good, he only ran for like 1,200.
And he only averaged like 3.8 yards a carry.
You don't just go from 1,200 to 2K.
Oh no! I'm just giving Derrick Henry praise. I do know that with having Lamar Jackson as your quarterback makes your running back so much better. Like I know that.
Okay, yeah, what to say?
All right, let's move on. Let's get past this. Let's talk about overreaction. We gotta talk about the New York Giants, right? Because this talk about the New York Giants being better than Dallas Cowboys, the New York Giants possibly being a playoff team this year, the New York Giants being a team that may be able to get to a wild card in the NFC, the New York Giants having this great defense. The New York Giants look absolutely horrible. They look like the same New York Giants from the past 10 years. Russell Wilson is washed up. The offensive line is horrible. Them not having Andrew Thomas don't make it no better. They got to go to Jackson Dart. They're already talking about Jackson Dart after week 1. Neighbors already upset. The New York Giants are an issue. There is a problem inside that organization. The GM need to go. The head coach need to go. They need to hit the reset button and start over. Or is that an overreaction? Jump in, whoever wants to jump in.
But before y'all do jump in, I got something I got to tell y'all about.
Yep.
And it's game time. Football fans, again, we are back. Football is here. This is the time to be. Watch on TV and in live. But if you do watch in live and you tired of those hitting $60 fees, Game Time has you. Lowest prices up front, right in your face. And the greatest feature they do have, you can see what point of view you're going to have before you purchase this ticket. Game Time app, here with Players Choice, use codes PLAYERS for 20% off your first purchase. Yes, code PLAYERS for 20% off your first purchase. Game Time app brought to you by Players Choice. And we
also, y'all, this segment is a paid partnership with Splash Sport. We are putting our money where our mouth is, y'all. You tired of hearing about who knows ball and you want to debate early, Corey, Trent, Bama? Look, this is where you can prove it. We teamed up with Splash Sports to drop 2 games of skill for the PC community. $50,000 survivor, 1 pick a week, survive in advance. You miss once and you're out. We got $15,000 weekly pick 'em. You make your picks on every game, compete against other fans, not the house, and climb the leaderboard. Now, if you want in, the link is in the description and pinned at the top of the chat, or scan this code on the screen. Reminder, you got to be 18 or older, 21 or older to play in Massachusetts, Iowa, Arizona, and Louisiana, and 19 or older to play in Alabama and Virginia. Terms apply, paid partnership. Come run it with Player's Choice on Splash Sports and turn those picks into real cash prizes.
Thank you, sir. The New York Giants, Russell Wilson, the Giants offensive line, Brian Dabo, Sean Sheen, whatever his name is, it's got to stop. They ain't been good since they took that picture on the fucking boat.
Oh, my God. You keep bringing that up.
It's the truth, though. It's the same. Daniel Jones goes to Indy and balls out. And now you sit up there with a washed-up Russell Wilson talking about we got the best defensive line in football. Commanders could have put 35 on them people. They would have kicked 2 field goals. This team sucks again. And I'm not saying that I'm not overreacting to week 1, but when is it going to change? When is somebody in New York going to start playing decent football? This don't make any sense. It's got to stop at some point. This is a mom and pop organization that can't get nothing right. Is it time to go to Jackson Dart?
I said it. Listen, I get tired of being the Nostradamus around here, man. Told you what Debo said.
Washington Commanders hat and the Baltimore Ravens jersey.
He's in the greatest shape of his life.
30 minutes away from each other.
You've been a Cowboys fan for 20 years. You are full of heartbreak. Let me tell you something. Listen. I told y'all that defense, that offense gonna open up if y'all get Jackson Dart get in the game. I told you that. I told you Russell Wilson was cooked. Y'all trying to plead for Tyron Tracy. Anyway, I told you Debo was in the best shape of his life. Okay, he gonna have a bounce back season. Might be 1,200 yards incoming, or at least 1,600 all purpose, from scrimmage. Look, man, when you look at the Giants, they go as the offense go because I do believe that defense didn't play that bad, and I do believe that the offense basically sold that defense. You see, Malik Neighbor was crashing out just game 1. He was crashing out game 1. Jackson Dart needs to play because they need new life. Let Cam Scatterbo start or get more time, and let Jackson Dart start and get this team new life. What it matter, Trent? What it matter? We ain't gonna win nothing.
I already been saying. Yes, I'm not gonna overreact. I'm not gonna say start Jackson Dart yet because we didn't see they can turn around a little bit. But bro, they got the hardest schedule in the league. You have to put up points to win a game. Like the defense, the D line, cool. Like I get it. Demon D line, you have to put up points to win the game. All that D line shit sound good until you can't put up points, and look how they look. Defense getting stops, they can't put up points, bro. So at the end of the day, like, bro, they about to be fighting for another lottery, in my opinion. About to be back in that top 5, looking for another good pick, bro. Like,
you got to start on the O line though. That O line,
and then Andrew Thomas being out with James Hudson. You got James Hudson on the football field. You lost. You're not winning, man. Like your best player or your best offensive tackle or best offensive lineman is out. They're not.
Russell Wilson went 17 to 37. Get home. Go home, Russell. Go home to your wife and kids.
He was a 1 year. He was a 1 year.
You trying to throw a pass to offensive lineman? Y'all trolling.
Yeah, that's true.
He was a 1 year. He got 1 year in Denver, and Sean Payton got his ass out of there. He was 1 year in Pittsburgh, and they got his ass out of there. He's going to be one and done in New York. It's time to head to the hills. It's time to head to the hills.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, you don't want to ruin the rookies' confidence, bro, with that bad O line. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I hate to say this though, just because I'm a diehard Bama fan, but that Evan Neal pick fucked the Giants up.
That was a horrible pick.
That set them so far back.
2022
because if Evan Neal panned out, to be what he was on them workout videos, box jumping 71 inches and all of that, we wouldn't be talking about them because that would be that would be a key piece you could build around. The fact that he didn't develop and they had to move him from left tackle to right tackle to guard to basically not playing, bro, is bad, bro. It fucked their team up too bad, bro. Like that's why I think they went wrong. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it. You would
That's where they went wrong, man.
He was supposed to be a freak of nature, bro.
That's where they went wrong. You don't think they went wrong against Daniel Jones?
That hurt the team. That's the major reason the team is that bad.
That's one of the major things that fried the Giants. That 2022 draft fried the hell out of us.
So what about Daniel Jones draft?
And listen, Early makes a good point.
But Daniel Jones really,
when you draft
Daniel Jones wasn't that bad.
When you draft a quarterback in the first round and he doesn't hit, it sets the organization back. Swipe, let me get you in right here. Let's not talk about right now. Let's go to this offseason. You're the general manager of the New York Giants. How do you fix the team?
I mean, you got to get the quarterback position right, and I think you need a modern 2025 quarterback, so not Eli Manning, Mr. Statue. I think that Jackson Dart is everything they're looking for. He's mobile, he's big, he's white. You know, that's another story. We understand what that means in the Giants.
That is a thing with the New York Giants. That is a thing with them.
He got a really strong arm. I think he should be their future for what they're looking for long term. I think the thing is that they need a dynamic player at that position for once. Like, they have not had a dynamic player at that position. I would even say Eli Manning. They got stuck in good to mid play with Eli, and then he ended up walking in the Super Bowls in 07 and 011, and they couldn't do anything about it to get him off the team because he was stamped. So I think the issue is that, like, they don't have – their D-line is good enough. And if you watch that game, Russell Wilson just cannot make up for deficiencies on the O-line, and he can't make enough plays on the outside to the wide receiver threats they have because he's so small and he can't run like he used to. So I think that Jackson Dart, well, that too. I think Jackson Dart is just like, he's going to have to play for them this season. And I actually think he'll end up being a lot better than people are giving him credit for, just because he has a lot of the mobility and natural arm talent that you need to survive in the NFC East right now. Otherwise, they're probably going to struggle for a little bit.
I think Eli won with back. Like, we always do that, but when you look at the fact that the Giants got 2 Super Bowls in this millennium, dog, like, it's amazing, man. Like,
Tom Coughlin.
Y'all know, for real, we shit on Eli every chance we get. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. Respect the Mannies. We Mannies FC over here. But I think the thing is that, and Trent know this. Trent has said this before with his father being in that being immense in that organization. They put bullshit teams around Eli. He got it done with bullshit teams. We always try to make it seem like Eli wasn't on nothing. Eli didn't have a great organization around him the years he played. Every time you gave him an all-pro worthy receiver, what'd he do with him?
Well, you gave
him Odell all-pro. You gave him Victor Cruz. He fed him.
They let a talk show host run Odell out of town. Odell Beckham is the best offensive player in the history of the New York Giants. And they let a talk show host run him out of town.
But that's not Eli's fault. Again, what Eli had around him is not his fault, bro. Eli didn't have a Ben Roethlisberger organization.
Mike Francesa, who got the ball rolling on getting Odell out of town.
He was wilding though. Like, I get what you're saying, but Odell was wilding. That wasn't like that's
he was tripping out.
He was tripping out. He was tripping out. I think they should have never traded him, but he was literally tripping out.
Trey, how many good receivers will you say that the Giants had in Eli's tenure?
Lexico, Steve Smith, Hakeem, Victor Cruz, Odell.
None of them nowhere near the Hall of Fame.
Well, his best throw ever, by the way, was made by a role player. Like, Manningham made the best.
Marty Tuma, my fault. I forgot.
He had a few really good receivers. Like,
but my thing is, Swiper, when you look at that organization, listen, they were literally even after Tiki left, they were running back by committee. One year when you had Ward, you had Jacobs, and you had Ahmad Bradshaw.
We had Earth.
Yeah, that was a
running season. David Ward, Ahmad Bradshaw. We had that.
Yeah,
he was
When you gave Eli his thing, when you gave Eli a decent O-line, you had David Dill and you had Chris Snead. When you gave him a decent O-line, Eli took a lot. Y'all don't be true for that. Eli took a lot of teams who were 9-7 or 8-8, and once he got in the playoffs, he was goated. But Eli did not have a Phillip Rivers organization with the Chargers. He didn't have that.
I also do think, even though I agree with what you're saying, you not keeping it $1-2 with Eli did. Like, you trying to make it seem like he was just ducking, like, playing good majority of the time. There are some years, bro, where he's mid to terrible. Like, that's what, like that. Like, that's just like
that year they went on the Super Bowl. What, they was like 9-7. Like, he was bad that whole year.
No. He was good. He was good that year. We just had a terrible defense. The fact that we won the Super Bowl that year just got it. But, like, even like the 07 year, like, he was like 23-20. Like, that's ass. But he managed to go crazy in the playoffs. So I mean, shout out.
But he had other than Plexico, who do you have at receiver?
was Plexico, Amani Toomer. We had Ahmad Bradshaw. We had.
But by then, Amani was.
It don't matter. Shit,
I had Jeremy Shockey.
He can go.
Nah, Jeremy Shockey didn't win the Super Bowl with him. He was gone by now.
No,
he was hurt that whole year. He got hurt that whole year.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think the Giants have a chance this year still, but they're going to need to fix that offense bad.
Jackson Dart, man, get it
in the worst way.
Get to it, man. Russell is stealing money. Get off the team, man. Go home to Sierra.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't think Jackson Dart is going to fix them.
I'm not putting Jackson Dart on this field. I don't know why y'all are tripping out. I'm not putting them on this
early.
Field.
But then give me Mr. Eating W's then.
And then you want Jameis Winston to play football in 2025?
You want Russell Wilson to play football in 2025?
Yes, that is true. Why? Trent, explain why Russell Wilson.
I don't unless
push the ball down.
He didn't play well. He didn't play that well at all. But it's not to a point to be like, yo, bro, you got to bench him immediately. I'm not putting in Jameis Winston. He's
17 for 37.
I'm not putting in Jameis Winston. He's terrible. Respect. I love James. He's terrible. Jackson Dart, bro. I'm not putting the rookie in the fire like that, bro. I'm not doing it. Because if he start playing like ass, then what's the conversation then?
If he start playing the ass, then he just ain't the one. My thing is, here's the thing. You can't stop. But Trent, you got to Trent. This is the NFL, Trent. You can't, Trent. You can't hold his hand and walk. You can't hold his hand and walk across the street, Trent. It's the NFL. It's the NFL. You can't hold his hand and walk across the street.
Why does every quarterback need to play immediately? He don't need to play immediately. There's a reason why
Josh Allen didn't turn into Josh Allen till year 3.
If he had somebody like Jordan Love had Aaron Rodgers who he could play behind, I can see that. He ain't got nothing over there. What you mean?
You do understand. You do understand. Even though he can not be a good quarterback anymore, he still can. That can still be you having Russell Wilson with you. That could be a huge help in your development.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that?
Yeah, and you can help me in my development by sitting your ass on the sideline and holding that clipboard and being a quarterback guru in my ear as I play on the field.
You being a bot for no reason. I'm not gonna lie.
I think they probably should take a page out of the Ravens book when Lamar was there, sit him as long as they can, start him late, and then see from there. I know Jackson Dart might not be the athletic talent like as what Lamar Jackson was, but still though, sit him as long as you can. I agree with Trent. I'm so sick of thinking that we got to start these rookie quarterbacks day one, year one, all of that because a lot of times I just feel like I feel like this. A lot of times you're setting them up for failure more than success. Like, because they don't even know how to be a pro yet. They don't.
The Giants got to figure something out, particularly with a draft class that's going to have Lenoris Sellers, Nussmeier. Let's put Arch Manning in there. Plus, the Giants would take Arch Manning over anybody because that's what the Giants do. But when you got a class of rookie quarterbacks in the next draft that they're saying could be an historic class, you need to see what Jackson Dart is now.
Any
further.
But Trent, here's my thing though, Trent. You put him in, Trent. You put him in, you see what he done with the offense. If y'all have a bad season and he get killed, whoop-de-doo. In the words of Thugger, whoop-de-doo.
Bro, that doesn't make bro.
Then you have a bad season, you drive a new quarterback next year.
You just want to put but here's the difference with me. I guess you just want to put your players in the dirt. I'm not trying to do that. There's a reason why they traded up in the first round to go get him. So I'm not going to just put him in the fire after week 1 or week 5 unless Russ is really playing like some horse shit. He's not. And it'll be different, OG.
Did you watch him play?
He did not play, bro. He okay. It's one game too. Like we have 16 other games left. I don't know why you're trying to make it seem like it's week 1, then we go to the Super Bowl playoffs.
Hey, early, I guarantee you Russ has one of them ball out games in the next few weeks.
I promise you he will.
I guarantee he does, bro.
The Giants are a 5.5 point. The Giants are a 5.5 point road dog versus Dallas. 5.5 point road dogs normally win the game outright.
Hey, first or second half defense from the Dallas Cowboys, you think showing up?
I can't predict that.
I don't know.
If you give Russ some time with some play action,
if they don't get there though, here's my problem about the Giants. Y'all gonna have to blitz and get there tremendously. Because I'm telling you right now, hey, CD Lamb owners in fantasy, start him. Boy, the game he finna have this next game. Oh my God!
If I'm not mistaken,
he went the jugs early.
They 0-6 versus the Cowboys so far.
The Cowboys
or 0-12.
They might, man. The Cowboys might rout the Giants, man.
Real quick, OG, real quick to go to your point about the whole the draft thing. It will be different if this is like the Tennessee Titans. to where they have literally no quarterback. They didn't sign nobody. You literally have to go get a quarterback. There's a reason why they signed Russell Wilson before they drafted Jackson Dart. Like, there's a reason why.
Yo, matter of fact, I don't want to change the game, but you brought up the Titans.
Let's go to the Titans.
Cam Ward?
Cam Ward, he's the real deal.
I told you.
You want to talk about throwing somebody into the fryer.
He was throwing steamers, boy.
Bro,
and I know I got the wrong jersey on the day.
Yeah, because Ridley was getting.
No, it wasn't even the
what
fact
did I say though? What did I say though?
I said way early.
You're not dropping
passes. I want to set the stage because Bama sometimes doesn't do it correctly. Okay, and I did. Hey, Luke, I said it was going to be a close game because it's week 1 for the Broncos, and they're not going to come out hot because you got a year 2 quarterback. So you're right. I said the Titans were covered. So I told you that's why you need to listen to me.
They covered with the hook. Go ahead.
They 8.5. They covered by half. Bam, you need to put a swiper jersey on. That's what you need to do. I'll get you one. I'll send you my college one on the wall right now.
The
spread went to 7.5 before the game started. So
I think I think about it got to 8.5 on some platform. Just depends, right? But listen, I personally think Cam Ward, not the middle throws. I thought those were too glazed, Trent. I didn't like I don't care. He threw some fires in the middle of the field that were not catchable. So, they were really good balls. I understand the process, but 2 of them weren't catchable. But early, the sideline throws that he made, like the one where he was rolling right in his own goal line and threw left, and then the one he was in the middle of the field, rolled out, threw right to the right corner, 3 steps out of bounds. Those were some great throws.
But I told you he would have a tough game. Y'all say he won't be this bad. 12 for 30, 112 yards, and 7 sacks. That's not a good game and no interview.
Hold on, early.
I watched the whole game, Trent.
But you got
you know he played better than that 12 for 30.
He did play better than that, Trent. I mean,
it was not drop passes. It was a drop passes.
You got to.
But y'all see, I like Calvin Ridley.
But hold on, y'all. It ain't just the drop passes. You got to put in context of who he was playing against.
And
Nick Bonito went full Von Miller that game.
Yeah, we knew that though. I told you that.
Zach Allen was going crazy. Jonathan Cooper was going crazy. Franklin Myers was going crazy. Justin Sherrod had the game of his life. And then on top of that, he couldn't throw it half the side of the field, so he tried to test Riley Moss, and Riley was strapping. And then Corey, did you see Talanoa Hufanga?
Yeah,
that boy was boo.
Listen, like a little Troy Polamalu out there.
And the thing is, he played one of the tougher defenses in the league.
Y'all lucky Bo Nix had a bad game. That could have been a blowout.
And Bo Nix, I'll admit, Bo Nix did not look good.
Yeah, he had a horrible game.
If he looked any better, it would have been 35 to 8.
I ain't gonna OG. I need the same energy. I need the same energy y'all was trying to get the Eagles about these Broncos and the Vikings, bro.
That's not even
the Vikings just had bad quarterback, but that defense was there. They had a terrible game. Bo Nix was bullshit.
He won the
game. If Bo
game.
Nix show up like he's supposed to, they blow them out. It's a dog walk.
That should have been a 20-point plus win, though, Trent.
Yeah, they should have blown them out.
But Bo was
garbage.
We don't have time. We don't have time to get into it. But his mechanics, bro. The first few were good, rolling out left and then throwing right. He hit a few, but those mechanics on those interceptions were complete bogus. Like, who do you think you are? You ain't Josh Allen. Now, he needs to learn that. He's a big white boy, but you ain't the big white boy. Josh Allen is a different level. Bo, you like a really good athlete. You got a good arm, but Bo, he's still figuring it out up here. But early, I think this is why Bambo was saying it's important. Young quarterbacks got to figure it out. Bro, he's still so early in his career. He's going to have games like this still. That's why I'm still high on Caleb Williams. I think Caleb's going to be – honestly, if I can say this, I think all 6 of the prospects that have played so far in the NFL and that are in year 2, I think all of them have shown some real signs that they can be a starting quarterback in the league. And if you asked me prior to the draft earlier, right after, I never would have thought that would be possible. I think all 6 of them can play.
All right, let me ask you this. Speaking of the draft and going back, if you was to have, let's just say $500 to put on Rookie of the Year after week 1, who would the player be?
You can't put on a right tackle? Can you put on a right tackle?
You can't put on a right tackle. Right tackle's never going to win the award.
Rookie of the Year after week 1. Ooh.
Ashton Genty.
Offensive? Nah, stop
Offensive
it.
Rookie of the Year.
Emeka.
Emeka.
I'm about to say Mecca.
Emeka Ibuka.
He's gonna have a
23
game.
Falcons. Tampa Bay goes into Atlanta, beats the Falcons 23-20. We know NFC South game, division rivals. Spread was 2.5. Buccaneers win by 3. Ibuka 4 catches, 67 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bijan got it going early, did what he was supposed to do. The Falcons, obviously, young way cool with the misses was an issue for the Atlanta Falcons. But Tampa Bay came out the gate. They got the win. Ibuka's a player. He is a player. He is a dude that I would back for Rookie of the Year right now.
Yo, he's crazy, bro. Them routes he was running, bro, he was sauce. Now he's playing against the Falcons, to be fair. I think, and remember, I told y'all, Ibuka, he ain't Justin Jefferson. But whatever that next right underneath there, maybe that Brandon Ayuk tier, like, and maybe a little better than Brandon, like, that's where he is. I think Emeka's going to be the number 1 receiver in this class.
Let me ask you this: is Ibuka
in the class?
Is Ibuka better than Marvin Harrison Jr.?
No,
I don't
and he's not better than
Ted
Ted McMillan than me. Y'all being nasty. No,
I think we're going a little bit too far with Ted. But I think he's very close to Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah. Oh, you jump, boy. You jump.
This is only the first one.
You incredible Hulk leap. Like, you be jumping.
What are you talking about?
Why can't Ibuka be better than Ted?
He can be.
Yeah, I don't understand
I'm talking about Marvin Harrison Jr.
I mean, I think he's pushing Marvin Harrison Jr.
I think he got a better situation too. We shitting on Chet. I like what Chet gave me. He got a better situation.
You ain't no better situation. You got a dark horse MVP in Arizona, so I don't want to hear about that, and I can't wait to talk about that. But no, listen, I think Emeka was great. I think
I know you're talking about that 5'7" boy.
He ain't 5'7". I know that Michael Penix balled too. By the way, I know y'all gonna let that sleep under the rug. Michael was nice that game. That little MJ Space Jam dive he had, Trent, to the goal line.
Watching the whole
We
game.
don't care.
That was a good play, bro.
Look, bro. Shout out Pops. Special.
Kyle Pitts. Did you see that route Kyle Pitts ran for the game?
Nah, yeah, he should have. Oh, that shit was he dropped Levante David. That looked like that boy back in Florida. But my boy Chase was trolling with them kicks. I don't know what was going on. He missed 2 kicks the whole last season, and then you come in first game, you shanking the kick, and you missing. He trolling, but shout out special teams though. Special teams did their thing though. I'm not gonna lie, but bro, I don't know what my thoughts on this game though, bro. Because I know we was gonna give trouble with the secondary because our secondary. Baker ain't played well at all. He clutched up though, so that really all that matter for Baker. But he gotta play a better clean game though, because he threw damn near like 4 drop picks, bro. So like,
Bijan was wiping y'all down too.
We boxed him in the run game, but the passing game, but he was going crazy.
This is Baker Mayfield, 17-32, 162 yards, 5 yards a pop, 3 touchdowns, no interception. They do get the win, but it's people talking about Baker Mayfield having an MVP season this year. He's going to have to heat up after that initial performance. What else? Let's get into this Indianapolis Colts offense. 33 points on the Miami Dolphins. Daniel Jones, 22 of 29, 272, touchdown pass, 9 yards a pop. Played just as good as any quarterback.
Can't wait to speak on Daniel Jones. Can't wait.
As any quarterback in the NFL. It plays as good as any quarterback in the NFL in Week 1. It's so. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you hop in here, Trent. But all of this happened in Week 1 with Daniel Jones. We know what Shane Steichen does with the quarterbacks. You see him win the Super Bowl with did they win that one? You see what he's done with Jalen Hurts. That's what got him the job in Indy. They get your man, A. Rich out of there. They bring in Daniel Jones. He executes the offense perfectly. And shout out to Michael Pittman as well.
So, number one, I was very wrong on this game because I definitely had the Dolphins constantly beating them. Shout out Daniel Jones. You already know the whole players know I've been caping for Daniel Jones for a minute. But I'm not going to do all that because obviously it's Week 1.
Oh, thank you.
My main thing that I want to talk about, and I've been saying this since last year, because they're stupid for paying him. They need to get rid of Tua. I don't know what they're waiting for. I don't know. They need to go get rid of him, bro. I don't know why he's been on this team for a minute.
He's trash, bro.
He can't play in the cold.
Trash.
He can't play in the cold. He sucks off structure. Like, bro, at the end of the day, bro, I think we talking about quarterbacks. Yeah, they got to get rid of him. Find something better, bro. Like you can get something better, bro.
It don't matter. This season is about to be white.
I feel like they're never gonna win with Tua, bro. They're not. I'm sorry, Bama. I know this shit. Bama quarterback. He's not good, and he's not good.
This our last year on Alabama quarterbacks, Bama. This our last year giving y'all chances, dog. Y'all quarterback some shit, man.
Watch your fucking mouth, because first off, Bryce wasn't bad, because I know that's
Bryce was horrible.
Shit.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
I
watched the whole game. He wasn't bad.
Right there with you. Bryce was bad, bro.
I'm not letting y'all get that.
Terrible.
I literally I literally watched that whole game. I was tuning into the other game.
No.
I literally watched that game.
No.
No, you
didn't watch the game.
You watched it with your Alabama eye.
Watched the game, and you try to be.
You watched it with your Alabama eye.
No,
and to try to be the neutral party on this, he might not have played bad, but whatever the closest city in proximity to bad is, that's where Bryce was.
Boy, he right there. He right there in the outskirts at the gas station.
Drop pass.
Right before it's always a gas station right before you get in town, Swiper. He right there. He was right there.
You know who else is horrible too? And I'll let you go, Bama, and let you try to defend your boy Bryce Young. Xavier Legette is also horrible.
Oh, hey, I've been telling Trip what I've been saying all season. Get that gorilla video shoot. Yo, that nigga's bro. If you want to be a country singer, do that, bro. Because you're not a football player. You want to be at Met Galas. You want to be in music videos.
If you want to be the trail ride, go for it. But as far as
if you want to be Shabuzi, go do that shit. But get off my team. You in the way.
That's what I said. Okay, so what I was saying is before the pick happened, Xavier Legette couldn't tap his feet. He got sacked on the wheel route where he had missed Renfro. They went right back to it with the tight end. What Saunders do? Drop the pass. So a lot of the times, bro, for quarterbacks, it ain't like he could go out there and catch the passes himself, bro. It was on his pass catchers. The pass he threw to Ted McMillan got wiped away because it was a legal man downfield. Yeah, that was a horrible penalty. That was a great throw. Like, so a lot of the times it was just unfortunate for him. No. Bryce still showed a lot of promise, a lot of potential, a lot of great ball.
Hold on, Corey. No.
It was great. It was great ball placement throughout that game. Y'all lying.
You only brought up 4 plays of promise. Like he wasn't just missing easy throws. Like, why are you acting like he didn't do that the whole game?
That was already
like dog.
It was in the beginning, bro. He played as well as he could, bro. His team didn't help him out at all. It's
been a tough September for Alabama, boy. Since y'all been on bullshit. Y'all running backs, y'all receivers, y'all quarterbacks.
Since we're doing overreaction Wednesday, if that's how good he is, when they play, that's how he played. How good is he? Whatever you just said, put in Andy Dalton.
Bama, he was 4.5 yards in attempt.
Man, they wasn't catching that dude. Like, they wasn't catching that dude. Like, I don't know what y'all want him to do. I guess he got to go out there and
be a good quarterback.
I guess he got to pull a David Palmer. I guess y'all want him to pull a David Palmer, throw the ball and go catch it too. I guess he got to be David Palmer.
Go to the SEC network like David Palmer. That's gonna be his next.
You know, I don't want Bama. I don't want my former Heisman Trophy quarterback that I drafted #1 overall to play like dog shit. That's why I don't want.
He can't be a 4 yards a pop quarterback. It's ridiculous.
Because if this was an LSU quarterback, you be dog walking their ass right now.
No, I
wouldn't.
You
doing that because you watching with that Bama shit, bro.
I
wouldn't. It's sad.
No, you watch your Bama eye. I ain't gonna lie. You watch your Bama eye. I told y'all about Calvin Ridley. I get tired of people showing me who they are. And literally, I had Bryce Young. Y'all know this. And I'm gonna be chill. I'm gonna wait for the season to go along. I had Bryce Young in lockup, Swiper. I had him in lockup. I knew that was the guy. They said, that's not the guy. They let him go. He committed another crime. I had him in lockup, Swiper. I had him in the jail cell. They said he wasn't the guy. The fingerprints didn't match. I let him go. Just for the toxicology to come back and they say that might have been the guy. He gone now.
I'm a huge Caleb Williams fan. I can acknowledge in the second half he did not play well at all. Bro, at some point, you just got to acknowledge he played like doo-doo. Like, it's just acknowledge it. I don't know what's the bad thing about acknowledging.
Well, I mean,
he lose confidence so fast. He lose confidence so fast.
What Alabama lose confidence too because the passes he was throwing, they wasn't catching the pass.
Bro, they only traveling 4 yards down the field.
They wasn't traveling 4 yards down the field. The helmets race on the big screen while we in the middle of a play about to start. Man, pay attention.
Do you think Tua played horrible? Do you think Tua played horrible?
I think Tua played horrible?
No, Bama.
Oh.
Yeah, Tua played bad.
Yeah, Tua was the worst quarterback this week.
Tua's not an NFL quarterback in general. Go.
No, you
I ain't gonna say all
lying
that.
there. You tripping.
I'm not
right
saying
there.
that.
You lying.
He's
just
not.
need to go.
I'm sorry. He's not a starting NFL quarterback in the NFL.
No, I can't say that.
Where can he go and be good? Where can he go and be good?
You said
He's
what?
been good with the
Where
Dolphins.
can he go and be
before.
good?
He was an MVP
He was
candidate
good
with
in
the Dolphins.
2023. He was really good in 2023.
Hey,
He literally was.
But to be fair, if you watch that game, that offensive line was getting decimated. He was making bad throws too, so I'm not making excuses for him. I thought he played horrible.
Did we see his throws?
The Dolphins
2023 was 2 years ago, y'all. We got to stop doing this type of stuff.
You don't care.
We got to stop doing this type of
But
stuff.
also, too, I think Mike
Hold on,
McDaniel.
what'd you say, Corey?
Also, we talk about coaching, and we talk about Mike McDaniel. He that hot seat warming up because he was calling some bullshit.
Nobody cares.
But you know what though? How many quarterbacks, Trent, would unalive that have a coach have faith in you the way Mike? Like there are quarterbacks who literally don't get a chance because they coach don't believe in them.
They should have never gave money.
Thank you, bro. Mike McCarthy is the reason why he got paid. OG, you have a good situation. Your coach believe in you. He's the reason why you still there. Every time you get a concussion, every time you have a bad season, he holds you. He holds your hand. He said you gonna make it. Brian Flores was right about that boy.
Did he get paid $250? Was it like $250? And they can't get rid of him because the dead cap is. I mean, the Broncos did it with Russell Wilson. I say you should do it with him, but I don't think they're gonna do that. So they're basically stuck with him, bro.
Tyreek Hill will be in Kansas City by week 6.
Yeah, I think Tyreek Hill gonna be gone. They keep playing like this. He's got it.
And they can take Xavier Worthy in the trade package. Take him. Take the little boy.
And again, not to because there's still a lot of games left. I actually want to have a little fuller discussion, Corey, if you can, about the Packers and Lions.
Go ahead. Let's get into it.
I thought the Packers, y'all. Oh boy, Jordan Love. Oh boy, Matthew Golden didn't do a lot, but even on the routes he was opening up for everybody else, he was balling. Reed looked good.
Dobbs look good.
They all look good. And then Josh Jacobs, as the game went on, looked even better. But that defense.
Rashawn Gary was walking Decker.
Walking big, dog. That's a big front seven.
Oh, they're the favorites in the NFC North, the Packers, right now.
Absolutely. After week 1, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll say so.
Yeah, I think the Vikings are a better football team.
They definitely
a better what? Hey,
I think the Vikings are a better football team than the Packers.
Top to bottom.
Hey, y'all, if Ark ain't lost you enough money, whether it's fantasy football
but early,
or games.
to be fair, if Christian Darrisaw's there, I think there's an argument for the Vikings because they got a good offensive line with Darrisaw there. The running game is going to be good. I think KLC makes a big difference. They got Hawk. They got Addison when he get back, and on top of that, having the best player in the NFC North in Justin Jefferson, and then having Adam Thielen as your wide receiver 3. They're deep, and to be fair, early, if we just keep it in the band, the Packers D-line got better, but the Vikings D-line is already elite.
Man,
their front, because think about it, their D tackles alone.
Vikings O-line look good too. Jordan Love picking them boys apart.
Are we writing off the Lions after 1 week?
No.
There you go.
I think they might be third, the worst in the division, and I've said it before on flag on the play. My big concern about this. One thing about that Detroit Lions team, that offense ran everything. That offensive O-line, the O-line sets you up for long drives, which beats up defenses. Like what they did with the offensive line, it sets you for play action with Jared Goff. You see what Amara St. Brown, the only player on that team that you can just depend on no matter what. You see what Jameer Gibbs is like. If that O-line ain't top 3, that's a whole different team.
Look, hold on. No,
I don't
want to jazz. First off, their tackle, like they still look really good. Like their right tackle still one of the best in the league.
Who?
Sewell.
You know a nigga who's getting cooked by Michael Parsons with a bad back?
Early. He's one of the best players in the NFL.
I want you to hear. I want you to hear.
100% Michael Parsons come back.
He's one of the best players in the NFL.
I want you to hear what you just said. Michael Parsons, right? So cool. And Sewell's still going to be an elite player. Sam Laporta balled still that game. Garbage time, granted. He's still a good tight end. Gibbs and Montgomery, might be the best 1-2 in the league. They're going to get good running game out of them. Their D-line is healthy now. They'll get better, especially the fact they just got Hutch back. He'll get better as year goes on. Come back from injury.
Serious injury.
Right. Their DBs, they got an elite safety. Branch.
Yeah.
The rest of their DBs, whatever. I think their linebackers are cool. Yeah, Kirby. Sorry, Kirby.
Do you like? But do you like them other than the Bears? Do you like them over the Vikings or the?
I think they can beat any of those teams.
Like,
yeah, they can beat any of those teams. I don't want to overrate. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to
overreacting like.
I'm not jumping the gun.
I see Jared Goff going back to who he really. I see him.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably the biggest Jared Goff hater in this panel right now. He didn't even play that bad. Like we're dragging. Yes, did they get dominated? Yes, bro. But bro, they're not going to be if they're the third or fourth worst team. I'm gonna really get nasty with Jared Goff because it should not be like that. There's no way you should be.
By the way, I don't know if y'all knew this. Now this is the earliest point. This is the confirmed stat. By the way, I just made sure I look it up. Do y'all know Jared Goff has not won a game as an NFL player without Sean McVay or Ben Johnson?
Well, okay.
I know, but
I saw something on Twitter. It was
there was early Rams. Yeah, early Rams.
It was like 3-19.
And then there was post Rams, and then they got Ben Johnson. But I do think I want to see how coaching figures that out with Goff, though. That's all.
But Goff is one of them guys, Swiper. If it ain't perfect for him, if he got to give you a little bit more,
this gonna sound disrespectful, and I don't want to. It's like for situation, he's a worse version of Jalen Hurts.
He in a what?
A worse version of Jalen Hurts.
No. He need everything to be. He needs the lights to be on, the water to be on, the food to be cooking, the bathroom to be clean, the kitchen to be top.
Jared Goff don't have everything around him.
But he does have everything around him, basically, though. That's the
I
problem.
know, but he don't got the coaching now. So it's like if he can't.
But when you put a new system in, though, like it takes.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I'm gonna let him rock. That's what I'm saying. Like it's week one. Like I said, a lot of shit.
I'm not going to overreact on the Detroit line.
And hold on, and Corey, did you see that? I want to be because language is important. What's a better word to say than a monster? A freak athlete. Did you see Micah Parsons chasing him backside when he broke that?
God. With a bad back.
Did you see the
with a bad back?
Bro, I heard them I heard through the TV the foot stomps behind Jared Goff. Bro, I would be terrified if I was Jared Goff.
It looked like on National Geographic when they showed them cheetahs chasing them gazelles, bro. I was like,
hey, growing up, Swiper, my father owned a mechanic shop and he wore steel-toe boots. Anytime I got in trouble in school, you could hear his boots running up the stairs. That's what Jared Goff heard. Like, I'm in trouble.
Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns. Cash a ticket on this one. Browns plus 5.5. Browns could have won the game outright. We did see.
Was that your guarantee of the week?
It was
guaranteed 5.5.
Hey, boy, you came about that close to beat it out.
Like, the bet still cash. You know what I'm
saying?
My
guarantee was that Cardinals covering the spread. So,
hey, what I tell you?
Now let's talk about the Bengals.
Just barely, though, Swiper.
And let's also talk about the defense of the Browns. Joe Burrow, 14-23. Chase Brown also carried the ball 21 times. Yeah. Only 2 yards a pop, but you saw more balance in the Bengals offense. Now, was that because of the Browns defense? Like, I said, been saying this. The Browns don't have a roster problem. They got a quarterback problem. Now, they go to Baltimore this week, and obviously Baltimore is going to be looking to put the wood to them after what happened this past week. The spread is all right. I think 12.5 up to 14. Browns ain't going to lose by that much points to Baltimore, even though I know Baltimore is going to be upset. But I'm not ready to make those predictions yet. Let's talk about this game right here. I think the Browns defense is good, and I think the Bengals are still going to be a team that struggles in the early part of the season despite getting the win.
I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Joe Burrow to be able to take that hit from Myles Garrett and get up and finish that game, bro. Mm-hmm. Everybody on Joe Burrow ass about him not having all of them stats or whatever the case may be. But it's sometimes you got certain teams that you just need to get up out of there, bro.
Y'all see Myles Garrett with his show off at the presser? God,
you just need to get up out of there, bro. You just need to get up out of there.
Jesus,
I'm not gonna lie. Respect. We all know, the Bengals will always play them well. This and that. But, bro, outside, I think, of 2021, he's never played good in the beginning.
Never.
I'm sick of that shit. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit to talk about.
But Trent, you got to be real.
They had crazy pressure.
But Trent,
Jamar Chase saw the greatest quarterback of all time. Locked to a radiator.
Hold on.
I'm not trying
we saw Trent. Hold on, Trent. You a Giants fan, though, Trent. We saw the greatest quarterback of all time struggle with pressure. Like, pressure is the kryptonite to every.
But Trent, I don't.
We know that.
Trent, I don't think you're being fair because he struggled with Cleveland because Cleveland has very specific things. They have a great coach, a great D-line, a very sound defensive scheme, and an offensive line that can't counteract what they have on the other end. And Myles Garrett literally takes up 2 or 3 of their blockers. So then you have the whole other side of the offensive line to deal with pass rush and pressure. And on top of that, the way they're playing versus Chase, they're playing a lot of press. And they're doubling off certain routes. Like he doesn't have the same look. So there's a reason why he struggled with that team in particular.
But the reason why I'm saying it's not just that game though. Like this is a reoccurring thing. Like who they played this upcoming week?
This upcoming week, the Cincinnati Bengals. I believe they played the Indianapolis Colts. If I'm not mistaken.
No. The Broncos play the Colts.
The Broncos play the Colts.
They played the Jaguars. They are 3.5.
I'm not trying like this is what I'm saying.
No excuse.
Yeah, we always know they play them well. All I'm saying is it's a outside of 2021, it's been a reoccurring thing. The beginning of the season, he's always playing like some ass. Like I need to see better. Like at this point, like I'm not.
Yeah, like, I'm with you, Trey. If the Browns have a legit offense, they beat them no problem.
You got too much offensive help to be starting off from week 1 to 4 looking like Reg. I'm sick of seeing it. Like,
they got to get rid of the head coach.
The same thing happened to C.J. Stroud, though. C.J. Stroud didn't look great. Well, I think he played great given the situation, but they didn't look great. Period. Versus the Rams,
they didn't look great. But they didn't look great. But C.J. Stroud's situation compared to Joe Burrow's to me is much different, though.
But it's not. But the reason I'm saying it's not different from is because it's not just about the outside talent. If you don't have time to get through that process, that's all I'm saying. That was the difference.
Like I can hear what y'all saying with the Browns. I'm not like that's fine. I can concede that. But like these next coming weeks, bro, this slow start.
They go 0-4, 2-6. We don't want to hear that no more.
Nah, they're not gonna go. I don't think they shouldn't.
No, they ain't going 0-4.
These slow starts they always do. I'm sick of just saying that, bro. Like you got to pick it up.
But the division, the AFC is too good now. There are now 6-7 teams in the AFC that's better than the Bengals to me.
Hey, but to be fair, y'all, this is their schedule. They have Jacksonville, Minnesota in Minnesota, Denver in Denver, Detroit, Green Bay.
They can go 0-4
in Green Bay.
Damn, wait, say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Yeah, so they have Jacksonville in Jacksonville.
They could lose
at home. They got Minnesota in Minnesota.
They could lose.
They have Denver in Denver.
They could lose.
Then they have Detroit at home. Then they got Green Bay in Green Bay, and then they got Pittsburgh.
They can go 2-6, 2-7. They can really go 2-6.
Damn, I didn't know they schedule was that.
Hold on. So Trent, let me ask you. Which of these defensive lines they gonna block?
Please.
Bro, but the thing, okay, here's my thing though, right?
Please.
Which I understand. I get it with the O-line. His O-lines ain't always been that good either. Anyway, when you still got Jamar and T, you can get the ball out. So again, I understand like
Jamar and T, not versus Denver.
No, huh?
Not versus Denver. Not versus Green Bay.
Versus Denver.
No. To be fair, but remember, Riley just came off injury. That's a lot.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, like
T's T is T.
Yeah, like I'm saying, he's still cooked in that game. All I'm saying is, I understand that O-line's not unless they're getting pressure every single play.
But they might.
No, but they might.
I don't think that's gonna be the case, bro. Like at the end of the day, you got a top 2 receiver in the game. He gonna get open.
Not by now PS2.
He's gonna get open.
He had 3 catches for like 9 yards.
He got open on PS2 last time.
He didn't. He had less than 25 yards on PS2.
And even then, say if PS2 takes him out the game, you have T. Higgins. I'm sorry.
What about Janae Bear?
I'm about to say Mawson. Hold up.
I'm not hearing it.
That's what I be talking about T. Higgins. Y'all way too high on that boy.
Way too high. No, I ain't saying that.
You being a bot. T. Higgins it's a good ass wide receiver.
Third time he call you a bot, Ely. Next time you call him a bot, tell him you're gonna shot his head. Next time you call him a bot.
Let's not act like T. Higgins is.
Let's not act like T. Higgins some just mid.
He's a really good receiver.
Because probably when they play the Broncos, you probably gonna see another T. Higgins. Man, shit on your.
Well, hold on.
If you don't see it, then what?
He's a borderline wide receiver 1 in the league.
He's a wide receiver 1.
He's not a wide receiver 1.
They have 2 wide receiver 1s in the league.
He's not a wide receiver 1.
You cannot tell me how he's not a wide receiver 1. I'm sorry.
He's not a wide receiver 1. He got to prove it first. He has to prove it. Give me a year of being a 1. He got to prove it.
They have 2 wide receiver 1. So you don't think Devontae Smith is a wide receiver 1 just because he hasn't been there?
Well, first of all, Devontae Smith. Don't look. We love Smitty over here. Don't.
No. By your same logic,
Devontae Smith's a 1.
Higgins is not a wide receiver 1 because he's a wide
receiver. Even Devontae had to show. Even Devontae had to show it. That's all.
Yeah, but he's still a wide receiver 1, bro. He's just playing wide receiver 2.
D. Higgins can get strapped in Denver too. Just know that.
Okay, so can Smitty. What's the point?
Smitty got strapped by the Cowboys.
We talking about them go, but we just talking about them and their start of the season. They can go 2-6, Trent.
If that's the case, AJ Brown got strapped by the Cowboys
schedule is
too.
crazy.
And the way I don't want to jump the gun, but the way Aaron Rodgers playing, shit.
No, I ain't last.
You ain't got time to be slouching.
We can talk about that game real quick too, Corey.
I was very impressed with Justin Field. I was very impressed with the Jets offense. I think the Jets did Jet things to lose the game. This was the Jets game to win right here. The fumble, the special teams play, the fumble. Actually cost them the game. And then the Garrett Wilson, he catches that pass and just getting field goal range and win that game. I think that the Jets, I said it was 3 teams in the AFC that I thought could be borderline playoff teams. The Jets, the Raiders, and the Patriots. I think the Jets and the Raiders are going to be competing for a playoff spot in the AFC. I thought the Jets were better than Pittsburgh this past Sunday.
I mean, they both play really well. I think they were equally right now. I mean, I think though, if Justin Fields keep playing like that, I think that's damn near probably that's probably one of it's obviously one of his best games ever. He keep playing like that, then shit, I can definitely hear you out. But we gotta wait and see them, like, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, if we base it off week 1, I get what you're saying though, because Geno looked great, Justin Fields looked amazing. Like, I can see it. Garrett Wilson was balling. Like, even though he got Breece Hall looking like 2022 Breece again. Like, they can get the ball rolling. So I say I'm glad. But
Breece Hall, boy, he look loose.
I'm happy that look like Aaron Rodgers might be back. But only week 1.
You don't want that.
Only week 1. You know, feel me?
DK.
I'm loving what I'm seeing. The best quarterback to ever touch a football. They need a running game though, Trey. I'm iffy them running backs.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Next time, just don't shit talk Jalen Ramsey. One thing about veteran players, when they get extra motivation, they capitalize on it. Just let them dudes age out with grace, bro. But I think that was their worst mistake right there, was just trying to rage bait Jalen Ramsey, and he ended up making.
He don't play that shit. He don't
play none of that.
That gets him up. Don't get him. He don't shy away from that. He loved doing that.
Hey Trent, I'm watching the game. My girl like, who number 5? Why he so angry? I'm like, nigga, he just bought that life. They just
poked the bear. They poked the bear, bro. They shouldn't have did that. Garrett Wilson had a phenomenal game up into that, but that was a crazy hit by Jalen Ramsey at the end of the game.
Listen, he should have ran the ball.
Textbook.
He had to run. You right, Trent, but I ain't gonna lie. He made the right play. That was a good pass. Like, he made the right play though.
It was. That's what I say. Yeah, it was. It's more. Yeah, it was a good pass. But me personally, the way he was running too,
I'm proud of Justin Fields. Usually he just run to run. He was actually running to make plays, and that's what I want to see out of Justin Fields.
Yeah, he was playmaking at home.
What do you say to OG if we look at this season and Caleb Williams have another bad season and the Justin Fields have a breakout season this year? What we say?
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
I still think Caleb Williams
because y'all was giving Fields all the grace in the world when he was playing like some hot shit.
Yeah, for real.
I'm just glad he's in a stable situation with a really good head coach who believes in him, offensive weapons that complement him, and offensive line, the first good offensive line he's had in his career, by the way. Maybe the best rookie right tackle we've seen since Joe Delete. And then on top of that, like, they have a good defense too. They got Quentin Williams, they got his brother, like, they got some good pieces on the roster. So my thing is, if they can just finish games, they'll get there. But I think Justin about the ball this year.
Man, I told y'all. I know what I saw Ohio State, dog. He got time.
All they gotta do is stop being the
saying he was done with Fields, bro. Don't do that, bro.
Oh, no. If you go back to our first episode on Sunday, I was the one sitting here saying that Jets game was going to be close and they might get the win because I got Justin Fields having a good game.
You literally said, I think it's going to be one of the games Justin Fields plays good and he's going to go back to being Justin Fields.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, hopefully this is the Justin Fields for the future.
Arizona Cardinals 20, New Orleans Saints 13. Cardinals covered a 6, I believe it was. Kyler Murray 29-22, 2 touchdown passes, no interceptions. Interestingly enough, Trey McBride led the Cardinals in targets with 9, but we
always do.
We still saw Maserati Mall 5 catches, 71 yards, a touchdown 14 yards a pop. Spencer Rattler threw the ball 46 times for 4.7 yards a pop.
Yeah, the whole team was good. I think they were just trying to figure out. I watched the whole game. It just wasn't. They were down early to the Saints. It looked like the Saints were going to push them a little bit, but then eventually the Cardinals just stepped up. Trey, Marvin Harrison Jr. almost. Again, it was pressure in Kyler Murray's face. Almost had a 90-yard reception.
90-yard touchdown, something like that.
Yeah, it almost happened, but their defense looked good. Will Johnson, I'm talking about.
Strap down.
Hit the lights out of Chris Olave on a swing route that never should have been thrown in the first place. But the defense.
But we like Chris Olave though, right? We like Chris Olave.
Yeah, but
Olave can play.
That's just a bad situation that he's in. They look good. I think Kyler going to ball.
They set that dude up again, bro, with that screen route they're trying to throw to him. Why do they keep doing Olave like that, bro? Like, I'm tired of him getting sent to the shadow realm, bro.
I've seen Olave take off too many plays, especially when Derek Carr was there. I ain't got no sympathy for that boy. That boy take plays off when he don't get the ball. Chris Olave takes plays off when he don't get the ball.
Yeah. All right.
We'll leave it at that. Chris Olave. Ohio State wide receivers generally tend the ball.
Except for that one.
No real reaction from this game. Juwan Jennings is going to be a player for fantasy purposes at the tight end position. 11 targets from Spencer Rattler this week. He looked pretty competent. We know what Trey McBride is. Maserati Marv, I think it could be better. I don't know where I stand on the Arizona Cardinals yet, but I do know that this week they are hosting the Carolina Panthers. It's no way I'm getting back behind the Carolina Panthers again.
But historically, we beat them. Historically, we beat the Cardinals.
Not with a 5. Not with a 5.
I don't think they haven't beat the Cardinals. I don't know how long. They probably gonna win. But hey,
y'all gonna see, bro. But hey, and Bryce is gonna have a better game.
Don't put.
What makes you think Bryce is gonna have a better game?
I would hope he'll have a better game. He played like dog shit.
No, he's gonna have a better game than Kyler Murray.
I'm not a big fan of beep, but to say he's gonna have a better game than Kyler Murray, I think
I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
The Panthers are 17-5 all time versus the Cardinals. We own them.
What's going to happen on Sunday, though? I don't care about what happened in
Sunday.
They barely beat the Saints. We can beat them.
Bryce will throw for 250 and 2 TDs.
We can beat them. They barely beat the Saints. And honestly, I like that Xavier gets sucked because maybe we could just start Jalen Coker and let my man Jimmy Horn play the slot and then have a better offensive look because I like Jalen Coker over Xavier Get anyway. I think he's just a name.
Able to get boots on the ground ass nigga.
Get that Yeehaw. Get that nigga out of here, bro.
The whole offseason doing everything else but getting in front of the judge.
Come on, OG. I've been saying it, bro. I've been saying it. He don't, bro. He don't want to play football.
They left Puka on the board
with
Xavier Legette.
You don't want to play football.
With our last minute, I want to make sure we highlight the fact that the Houston Texans lost to Los Angeles. Los Angeles looked good. Matthew Stafford looked good. That defense was great. They made some great defensive plays over the course of that game as well. I think we made it through most of the schedule and all the games, even if we didn't get a chance to go into super detail. But, y'all, that's just week 1. I mean, before week 2, we're going to have some conversations about these upcoming matchups. That was honestly such a great opening weekend to the NFL. And you saw we made it through an hour and a half of the show, couldn't even talk about details for every single game. So, y'all, make sure you tune into this every single Wednesday, 8:30 p.m., every Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all, this is the Press Box brought to you by Splash Sports and by Game Time. Make sure you join in on the fun. 50K Survivor Series, and then $15,000 Survivor Series. If you were like me, you took the Arizona Cardinals, you advanced and you continue. We'll have another one up for you on Sunday. That's my dog Early. That's my dog Trent. That's Corey, and that's Bama.
Hey, OG, do you like the Packers covering the spread? Also, guys, that is my team this week. Packers are a lock this week. Take them in survival this week. Packers are a lock to at least win the game. Do they cover the spread 3.5? I think so. I think they bring the Commanders back to real life. So that's my pick for this week.
I would take the points with the Commanders.
3.5? You out your mind.
Tomorrow night, I take a 3.5 with Commanders. I do not bet prime time favorites. Do not bet the favorite in a prime time standalone game. Give me 3.5 with the Commanders tomorrow night. You want to wrap it up, everybody?
It's her.
See y'all later.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. We'll holler at you.